That's really good. Make sure to include that one in the video. The FAFSA stands for the Free Application for Federal Student Aid. It's the application you have to fill out to determine how much aid you can get from the government for your education.
It's kind of the starting point for us to let us know that you're interested in receiving some federal financial aid.
They can fill out one FAFSA and submit it to 10 different schools. So it's really a benefit to the student. They don't have to do it each time over and over again.
Frankly, a lot of students think their families make too much money to receive any aid, and that's not true. Every eligible student is at the bare minimum offered student loans.
And the FAFSA is completely free. It is completely optional. I think we always encourage students to fill out the FAFSA application because it allows you to be eligible for that federal aid as well as some needs-based academic scholarships as well.
You know, you never know if you might be eligible for some grants, which are free money essentially. You don't have to pay that back.
Other types of aid would include loans, obviously from the government, which are still good. The difference between a federally backed loan and a private loan is who's funding you. So the federal government can offer you generally lower interest rates, better repayment terms, like not having to pay loans back while you're in school, lower credit requirements to be accepted for loans. Private loans can offer those things, but a lot of times they won't. They might offer them to try to be as competitive as they can with the government, but a lot of times they cannot match interest rate, stuff like that, just because they have a responsibility to make money for their institutions.
The FAFSA allows that student to utilize the loan and pay it back when they complete college.
And then there's also work study.
Work study is a need-based program. Not everybody is eligible for work study, again, because it is need-based. What it looks like to actually use work study for a student, it doesn't look really any different. You're still going to work a job. You will, you'll interview, you'll get hired, you'll work the hours. We will send an email with different jobs that we know are available. Employers can let us know that as they have jobs come up, and we will send those job descriptions out to you, and you can contact those places. Otherwise, you can use Handshake, which is a tool that's available on campus, and that's a regular job posting board. You'll be able to apply through there and get a lot of information through there. And then lastly, if you have someplace that you're interested in working, you can always just reach out to that department or that office and see if they're hiring.
And I know there's always some confusion. Some students might wonder, okay, like what can I use my work study funds for? And really the short answer is anything. You can use it for tuition, for bills, for fun, for groceries. The only difference, as Haley mentioned, is the source of where that funding comes from.
FAFSA goes live nationally on October 1st. SDSU specifically starts packaging closer to that February time. March 1 is still a priority date. So we have a pretty big window to help families and students kind of go through that process and not waiting till the end. Probably would be our best advice. That March 1 is not a deadline, but it's definitely a priority our priority date. We feel like we still have a lot of time in our window of choosing a college, because you're not just hearing back from us, you might be hearing back from 2, 3, 4, 5 other universities and colleges.
For dependent students, you're going to need the student and then one parent to complete the FAFSA, and it's going to use prior tax year information. For this upcoming FAFSA for 22-23, you're using 2020 tax information. You'll want to create an FSA ID a couple of days in advance. One parent and the student will need to create those, and those are just kind of your login information that's tied to your identity.
We get a lot of questions about independent versus dependent students. To make a long story short, the FAFSA will determine if you're independent or dependent. If you think you have circumstances outside of that, you can definitely call our office and we can talk through how that might work out for you.
Email is going to be a pretty significant pathway of communication. We usually suggest to students to not use their high school email address, because that will become inactivated once you graduate in May. And FAFSA will still need to be, and us will still need to be communicating with you through the summer.
The data retrieval tool is a part of the FAFSA, so when you get to the income questions and the tax information questions on the FAFSA, you can basically link your IRS account, which everyone has, whether you know it or not. It will pull in all the information from the tax year in question for you automatically, so you're not going to your tax person, getting your tax forms, organizing them, trying not to lose them, finding the right line for the question that's on the FAFSA, all that stuff. It just makes it so much easier because the IRS does know the answers to the questions, so they might as well give it to you and make it as easy for you as possible.
Do not ever pay someone to fill out the FAFSA. It stands for Free Application for Federal Student Aid for a reason.
We will assist you if you're looking for some assistance on that FAFSA application. We will connect you to our financial aid office. Also, in a lot of our school visits, we can assist with filling out that FAFSA as well.
After you fill out the FAFSA, you'll have kind of a waiting period where there's nothing for you to do. It has to go through a bunch of layers of the government to confirm the information you submitted is correct. That usually takes about 3 days. After that, you'll get a confirmation email telling you that you're good to go. From there, it gets sent to the school or schools that you've put on the FAFSA for them to review and start awarding you.
And we'll send that out in a couple different ways. We'll do it electronically through our financial aid office that'll notify those email addresses that, hey, there's some information about your FAFSA, here's where to go, a link, here's how to get there, all those wonderful steps. So you'll get some electronic notification and you'll get something in your mailboxes as well.
Is there a place you could have cut there, or should I do it one more time?
It is nice that you've got both so that when I start rambling, you can take Alex's.
You didn't mess up once.
Well, it may have
Really
seemed like that.
Yeah, I'm good if you guys are good.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think we're good.
Awesome. Sounds good.